What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rainnite Gaming. I'm Rainnite, and it's time for an update for 2023. This is the new GREN MAJU deck. And I'll tell you, I've made a bunch of changes from the last time you guys saw it. This is an update for my first place deck, and I actually think the deck works way better, has a more powerful, more interactive play, and is just altogether a superior deck than what it was. It does beat basically any deck. It has a good chance versus anything. Tier, of course, is tier 0. So, you're going to have some problems with it, but I have taken games off of it. So let's get into this and see what we're working with. Okay, set the side here and extra deck over here. We're going to get into this. We have 42 cards. I had messed around with 45, but you're just adding some stuff in. So I decided to keep it as low as possible. Couldn't quite get it down to 40 and do all the things I wanted to do. So let's see what we find out here. We got 2 GREN MAJU. GREN MAJU, of course, heart and soul of the deck. Although it is, I like to call it is the best of cards. It is the worst of cards. Because if you have the banishes, it's powerhouse. If you don't have any banishes, well, he's 0. So, he's awesome. He gains a ton of attack and just end games. Our other normal summon is our only other normal summon. We got Plague Spreader. This lets us get it into our synchro plays, and we, he can come from the graveyard back out, but then gets banished. We've got a way to fix that now, so we can use him more times. Some new cards. We're playing the super expensive Fenrir's. Fenrir. I started playing him because he's just a 1-card powerhouse and can realistically win you some games by himself. I don't play any of his level XCs, nor would I probably link him off. He's just a powerhouse on his own, so he's just a good one to have. Also, I played 2, so he can search himself. If I had a unicorn, I may try putting 1 unicorn, 1 Fenrir, so just know you could probably switch one of those out if you wanted to. Getting to the newest package here, obviously part of the name of the deck now, we've got Magnamut. We got our bystial package. This lets you search another bystial, and he is, he's DD Crow, he's an extra body, can let you OTK, can just give you extra bodies you need, really good. Then we're gonna play 2 of Durstorm. Durstorm's really nice. He doesn't give you the extra card search, which sucks, but he can take out cards if you need to, if you're using him for effects and everything. So really good card. I've thought about playing the other level 6, I forget his name, but he may end his way up in there as 1. I haven't decided yet. Then we've got Lubellion coming in the mail. So I was testing him out, and I've decided that Lubellion is a very good card to have in the deck as 1. 1, he's level 8. 2, he lets you search this Regained. Regained is a really, really good card for this deck for a couple of reasons. 1, when you would do your second synchro summon, if he's on the field here, you then get your Plague Spreader back into the deck. Very, very good. Also, can let you get your bystial from the graveyard back onto the field. Just lets you extend further, recover from some of your banishing. The whole package is just amazing, and I highly recommend you play it in this deck. A couple oldies but goodies. We still play the Dimension Shifters. Dimension Shifters just screws over a lot of meta decks. Our deck it's not as good for our deck as it used to be, just because we actually like our graveyard, but it's still something we can definitely play through a shifter if other decks can't. So still got to play it at 3. It's one of our best hand traps. And also with the bystials, that takes us up to, 5, 6, 7, 8 hand traps. So really nice. You could also call this guy hand trap, or the best hand trap, as some of my friends say. Gizmek. Gizmek, banishes 8, come in and out of the graveyard, has some destruction effects. Really good card, gets you into your rank 8 plays, beefs up your GREN MAJU. Definitely something you want to play at 3. Another one you've got to play at 3, Alpha, the Master of Beasts. He's really good. He can bounce cards. If you kaiju'd, you can bounce your kaiju back to your hand to kaiju again. If you have more than one of them on the field, you can bounce both of them to bounce 2 cards. So just a really great card. Definitely got to get that up at 3. Super good. We're keeping at 2. We've got our 2 of each of the level 8s, Bigfoot and Thunderbird. I've kept them down from 3 because, you know, a lot of times it makes the deck high roll. You know, if you're hitting your cards, you're good. If you're not, you're not. This takes a little of the chance out. Plus, more often than not, I'm using them in situations where I don't care which effect I get. Taking out a back row, taking out a face down, taking out a face up, you know, doesn't really matter. So 4, I think, is the correct ratio now. Speaking of correct ratios, it's a big arguing point between all the people in the community on your correct ratios for kaijus. So I play 1 of the turtle, and I play 2 of the fire, and then I play 3 of the butterfly. Now, the reason I play this ratio here is I use the spider combo where you want your defense of their monsters to be under 2200. He's obviously over that. And I don't play 3-3 because you want to have at least 2 in your deck at all times so you can activate your slumber, which we do play 2 of. So those are what you want. You want to have to make sure to keep that ratio so you have stuff to activate slumber, but you have a chance to give them a card with a low defense. Also, Doggeron and, you know, they all work fairly well with Master of Beasts because they've got high attack. Even the ones with low attack have high attack. So you're usually going to be able to summon out that Master of Beasts and either get your card back to hand or be able to climb into your Xyz monsters. Obviously, Slumber, amazing destruction. Can also get you started sometimes if you just do a normal summon and you destroy your own cards, unless you get a level 8 on the field if you need to have that happen. So, good thing. Also, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to get a kaiju in hand. So, really handy. Getting to our consistency pieces, we've got 2 Pot of Desires. Pot of Desires still semi-limited. I don't know why this is semi-limited, but it is. Really good card, fuels up your GREN MAJU, gives you 2 draws, very nice. Also, we are on 2 trade-ins. Trade-ins work good with all the level 8s we play. They work good with Gizmek, makes this a free card because you can activate Gizmos from the grave, or you have a lot of kaijus, so it works really good. Easy 2-card draw. Then we get into all of our one-ofs. We play 1 Change of Heart, 1 Mind Control. This can easily turn into a rank 8 if they're not careful. So really nice mind control targets. I did take out the triple tack. I just didn't have room for it. Plus, I've noticed that this deck's problem is it has problems if your opponent's not doing anything. So if you have triple tack in your hand and they're not doing anything, you can't activate it. So that's the reason I cut it. Then we've got Foolish Burial, basically just another Gizmek or a way to get into your synchro plays by sending your Upstart Goblin, your synchro card, your tuner. Man, I cannot talk sometimes. Sending your tuner, your Plague Spreader zombie to the graveyard. So, very nice. More graveyard support, Monster Reborn. And for the back rows, I like to main deck the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. That is the main deck, and it's super nice. I'm really enjoying playing it. Where this deck really shines is the extra deck. A lot of GREN MAJU decks don't really concentrate on their extra deck as much. I mean, you've got your rank 8 plays, but that's kind of where they stop. This one has gone a different direction. So we do play our synchro packages, and we'll actually show that right here. We play 3 synchro monsters. So obviously, Chin Yang is a really beefy boy, works off banishing targets, has protection. Baron de Fleur is a negate and has some removal. And because we play all the level 6s, we can now play a level 8 synchro, which gives us a negate, gives us more attack. Also, if you go into him, you could just go right into a rank 8 Xyz if you needed to. So this merges the whole deck together. Very nice. You could even go him to him if you really had to. A new Xyz monster. I'm playing the Wallow. I can't say it. This is awesome. Works with your bystials. And the one thing that this really has two effects for me. I don't worry about its first effect. I worry about its second effect and its other hidden effect. So its second effect, attach to, you get to pull anything out of their graveyard and put it on the field, your field. So that can be a monster, that can be a spell. If they've got nice spells that they've gotten in their graveyard, you can now have nice spells. So really cool. Then we play the one, number 68, the Sky Prison. This is just really good to keep things from coming in and out of the graveyard. This could come out if you've got something else you wanted to put in. Then we've got the Spider combo. We've got Dingirsu. You go into Dingirsu, pop a card, go into 84. This goes right over top of him if he has 2 materials. Then this has 2200 defense, and that means he can then attach and blow up everything on their board with less defense than him. Then you'd overlay into 77. 77 has 4,000 attack, so obviously you're going to be able to run over just about anything. And after that, you go to the next phase, or excuse me, I want to put this out here. If, say, you were going against a Mirror Jade, you killed a Mirror Jade, they're going to wipe your board at the end of the phase. Go ahead and just keep him out. He's got destruction protection, where he can just attach and he won't get destroyed, so works out really good against that deck. But if you don't want to do that, you can always overlay into AA Zeus. You're going to have 2 activations when you could even have a third if things go your way. Then if you go through, you activate it twice, they're still alive. You can attack, overlay again, then they're going to have to go through another one of those. Really hard to deal with. Very powerful card. And then speaking of powerhouses, we've got 97, 100, 38. This is our Dragulian combo. Activate him, you get to summon him, put him underneath. He hits for 9,000. This is also why the new Willow card is really good, because you're playing those bystials. Bystials can go into their own XEs. Then if you go into him, he's now hitting for about 15,000. And not a lot is surviving that. Last cards, I run a couple links. This is just kind of filler. Can be good if they give you a monster and you need to get rid of it. I run the one Phoenix. Just kind of, you can run any level 2. There's a couple other ones that you might want to go into. And then this is kind of a flex spot where you can go into any higher linking card. I decided to run with the Underworld Goddess, just because you get to use their cards, just like kind of how the deck works. You use their cards to kill them. But if you don't have this card, don't want to waste that kind of money on something, you could always go with the Blackluster Soldier, because you're using all higher level monsters, so he's going to get all of his effects. Or you can go with Boar Sword. Boar Load's good too. Those are just some higher link monsters you may want to try using. Obviously, those are optional. And if you just wanted to get some more of your other monsters in there, you can. So that is the extra deck. Let's get into that side deck. This thing is really good. I go back and forth on a lot of sides. Before, I was actually using an Eldritch side, but Eldritch isn't doing really good right now. So I've gone to this new one, and it's actually worked out really good, and it's got some cool spiciness in it. So some constants for me. I like playing Nibiru. Nibiru is just really good against those combo decks, whether you're going first, whether you're going second. Really good card. Then against the meta right now, we are playing the Silent Graveyard. You could bump this up to 3 if you wanted to. I didn't want to sell out on it too hard because I'm not always running into tier. But when you run into tier and you have this, it's a good time. Then you still run into all those back row decks. Lightning Storm is really good against, Flu, Runic, all those good things. So I like to do that. That gives me 3 back row removal options. Then because it came out of its banishment, we've now got Macrocosmos at 3. I only play it at 2 though. I don't want to max out because, again, I said we're not a huge banishing deck anymore. We're kind of we can banish if we want to. So really good card. A lot of decks can't play it through it. We can, so very good to have on the side. Then something cool here, we've got our virus combos. Well, not combos, cards, whatever. We've got Eradicator virus. Eradicator is really good against all those spell decks. We play all monsters except for a couple that are over 25, so we're easily going to be able to get this out if we need to. Then one that I don't see played, because I don't think a ton of people will have really high attack leveled darks all the time, but we do. So I'm playing 3 Grinning Grave Virus. This is really cool. Lets you, for every 500 attack, they have to get rid of another card from their hand or their deck. So they can pick anything they want. And you're thinking, oh, that's not good. It lets people just load up, their deck load up their graveyard with tons of effects. But the tricky thing right here is, if you're over 2,000 attack, the monster you attributed, those cards do not get their effects. So, really fun card. It's really screwed some people up, and I like it. You also, for 3 turns, get information on their draws. So it gives you information that they probably don't want you to have. Then I play the 1 trap trick. You could bump that up to 3 to 2 if you wanted to. That's just going to help you search your virus cards. So that is the side deck. It works really fun. It's kind of funny though, in this new format, even as a GREN MAJU deck, people aren't always making me go first. There are all of these going first decks that still want to go first. So you may still going second, so, whatever. I will say the price point of this deck has escalated greatly. We've got all of our bystial cards, which are expensive. We've got Fenrir's, which is expensive. Another bystial that did cost me money. Those are all super pricey. And then, the extra deck the extra deck's not too bad. It's pretty much just, I don't know what she's running now. She's kind of pricey. Zeus isn't the cheapest thing in the world. Baron is stupid expensive. So, and even your 77 is really kind of pricey. So, man, he's not too cheap. So that's the deck, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you go out there and play it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are liking these kind of videos or you want to see something completely different. But until then, this has been Rainnite Gaming. I'm Rainnite, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!